Hello! Ang topic natin ngayon ay trapezoidal footing. This is similar to the combined footing. Meron din siyang C1, C2, DBC1, NC1, DBD1, ND1, and FY. And same with column 2. However, ang kanyang dimensions, meron siyang total length L, and then meron siyang B1. B1, ito yung short dimension, or B1 is at the dimension dito sa may C3, C4, which is the column 2. Okay, tapos itong B2 naman, ito yung nandito sa column 1. Okay, tapos ang small l, this is the center to center distance between columns. And then you have the DF, or depth of excavation from the NGL, and the thickness of footing T. Tapos yung bar Y, ito yung centroid ng column loads. And then small x is the distance of the reaction from the edge of the column 1. And then, letter A, ang longitudinal top bars ay ito. Okay? Nasa taas. Tapos, bottom bars along Y direction under column 1, ito naman yun. Ayan, see? So, it is defined by DBY1 tsaka NY1. Under column 2, this is defined by DBY2 tsaka NY2. And then, meron tayong bottom longitudinal temperature and shrinkage bars defined by DTX and S3. Ito siya. And then, meron din tayong top transverse temperature and shrinkage bars. And then, meron pa rin tayong bottom transverse temperature and shrinkage bars, DTY2. Ito yung nakalagay dito sa gitna na temperature and shrinkage bars na transverse. And then for the loads, meron tayong dead, live, earthquake. Tapos, we will be using the same combinations. Ayan pa rin. Galing din ito sa combined footing and eccentric and concentric footing. And then, mga soil properties. Tapos, yung mga surcharge niya, such as Q sub S, slab, and your soil. Also, ipapasok mo pa rin yung maximum aggregate size. Which leads us now to check footing dimension. Ang Q effective is equal to Q allowable minus unit weight concrete times thickness minus weight of soil multiplied by the thickness of soil minus surcharge. Okay, so meron din tayong assumed weight of footing, which is equal to a certain percentage of this summation of column loads. Ang summation na yan yung service loads ang gagamitin natin. This is usually ranging from 5% up to 14%. Ang required area natin is taken from two conditions. Required area 1 is equal to summation of service column loads divided by Q effective, and then required area 2, summation of column service loads. You multiply that with the assumed percentage and then divide this by Q allowable. Okay, so ang difference nitong dalawa, dito sa required area 1, ang ginamit niya Q effective, dito sa required area 2, ang ginamit niya ay Q allowable. And then, the required area is the maximum among these two. Ngayon, ito yung mga basic equations ng trapezoid. Okay? Yung centroid, okay, from the edge of the trapezoid, which is x, is equal to L all over 3 multiplied by 2b1 plus b2 divided by b1 plus b2. Ito yung centroid nung footing shape. Okay? This is not dependent on the loads. Now, i-transpose mo yung 3 sa kabila, so magiging 3x all over L is equal to this. Now, with regards to centroid naman ng loads, R is equal to summation of service loads, and then meron tayong bar Y dito. Okay? Ang bar Y is equal to summation P2 times L plus summation moment 1 plus summation moment 2 divided by ang sum nitong tatlong yan, i-divide mo ng R, then you get your bar Y. By the way, you can disregard M2 tsaka M1 dito, since ang ating gagamitin dito ay walang moment. And then, to get X, this is simply equal to bar Y plus C1 all over 2. And then, from the area of trapezoid, area is B1 plus B2 all over 2 multiplied by L. Okay? Ang gagamitin natin ngayon dito ay required area. Okay? Which is, itong required area na yan, galing yan dito. And then, from this equation, ang required B1 plus required B2 is now equal to 2 required A divided by L. Kasi itong L all over 2 nilipat lang natin dito sa kabila. Now, this term, let this be our equation number 1. Okay, so remember, equation number 1 is equal to 2 required area divided by L.